A very good evening to one and all. Welcome to the much awaited session, Anger Management. So today you are going to learn few facts, few techniques as to manage the anger, as we are all human beings and anger is an inevitable emotion that we all undergo, isn't it? So as teacher, how to manage your anger, at the same time, how to control children who are always angry, isn't it? These days, we also find children who are a bit angry always. So for controlling such sort of children also, this is going to be very much useful for all of us. So, and I suppose there is no need of an introduction to the wonderful resource person of SNTP, our own Ashwini Srinivasan. And as I told, there is no need of an introduction. The last two sessions that she has taken was very well received by you all. And now she is here as a resource person for this particular topic. The stage is all yours, Mrs. Ashwin.
Yes. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. Here. Yes.
I'll mute everyone. You unmute yourself and then you start.
Okay. Here, our today's topic is. Yes. Good evening, dear teachers. I welcome you all to the session. And our today's topic is anger management. As already sir said, everyone gets anger. So we all are going to learn some tactics how to control our anger and how to manage it in the class or in the social life, both. So here I have an activity for you people today. I have some color sheets with me. I'll show the color. I want few teachers to come forward. By seeing the color, what is the sentence given there? You are going to share about that sentence. It might be today's or about the past 1 week. Yes, are you ready to do that? Can you please put thumbs up if you are ready to do the activity? Yes. Okay. Here, the first color. Can anyone come forward? The first color and see what is the sentence given for that color, and you are going to share about that sentence. It might be today's or it might be from past 1 week or something. First color.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, ma'am.
It's Shilpi Bagna. So one good choice that I have made today is to join this workshop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for your answer. Yes. Okay. Shall we move to the next color? Our next color is here. Any other participants? Our next color. Teachers, please come forward. It's just an activity. It is not assessment.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
This is Gayatri. Actually,
Yes,
today my daughter had external Hindi exam, so we went out and we came late. So we ordered food. It was so horrible. Better I could have done cooked at home itself.
Okay. Okay. The color is blue, and the sentence given there was one poor choice you made today, and what you could have done differently. For that, Gayatri ma'am gave one answer. So next, we'll move to the next color. Yes.
Hello.
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. See, one thing that makes me angry is, when people purposely break rules, especially the traffic rules.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Yes. And next color.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
One thing which makes me sad is when some good students go off track and get diverted.
Okay. Yes, even that is correct. Yes. And the last, no, one more is there. Sorry. Anyone please come forward to answer. Dear teachers, can you please come forward?
May I?
Yes, ma'am.
The day of board result, that gives the excitement. Board exam
Okay.
result day.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Once I come to know the result.
Okay. Okay, the last color. My students all always do excited things in my class. Okay, that is for the yellow color one. Okay, the last color. Can anyone come forward?
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
one poor choice you made today and what you could have done doing differently.
Yes, ma'am. No, actually, this is red color, ma'am. Orange is here.
Okay.
This is red color. That is
Okay,
one
ma'am.
thing that makes you happy.
Happy. Okay.
Ma'am, in my class last week, I'm a math teacher.
Okay.
When we were learning about divisibility rule, there one child was asking a very fantastic question. Really, I was amazed with that. Really, I felt very happy.
Okay. Okay, why we add this activity? Can anyone guess?
These are all related to emotions.
Yeah, these are the things which is related to our emotions, like where even we get angry, right? Okay, now we'll move to our today's exact slides. Okay, so next slide, sir. Okay, here agenda of today's session, that is define anger, what causes anger, anger versus aggression, physical symptoms of anger, anger triggers and anger style, dealing with anger effectively. Okay, now apart from these topics, do you have any other expectations in today's session? Apart from these topics, do you have any other expectations? If they are. Next slide, sir. Okay, your ground rules of the session. Cameras should be turned on. Everyone should participate. Everyone's ideas are most important. Listen to the person talking and respond to the chat box. Next slide, sir. What is anger? According to you people, what is anger?
If we expect something and that doesn't happen, mean we get angry.
Okay.
Ma'am, anger, according to me, is our reaction towards the uncontrollable situation.
Yeah, exactly. It's a feeling. What you said is right, ma'am. Anger is an emotion to express that if they are not happy with. Okay, it's a feeling. So next slide, sir. Okay, we'll see the exact definition of anger here. Sir, one more press. Okay, here. Anger is a basic human emotional response experienced by all people. Everyone gets angry. For a small thing or the other thing, everyone gets angry. It's a human emotion, basic human emotion, where we all get angry in one or the other situation. So next, press. Anger is typically triggered by a threat, perceived threat, that is, it might be a real or imaginary, and injustice, hurt, or frustration when faced with an obstacle. Sometimes, when we get a fear on something, or when we think something is going to happen, which is making us a threat, even that time we get anger. And here, anger vary from person to person and from situation to situation, as it is a different feeling. Everyone gets anger, but how it may be, how they will react, we can't judge. Everyone's feeling or emotion will not be same. One more press, sir. Anger is a strong feeling of displeasure with someone or something combined with an urge to fight. Sometimes what happens when our anger level is too high, we may fight also. There what happens, our relationship, there will be some gap in the relationships with the friends, colleagues, or whoever it is. So anger is completely a normal human emotion. It is a feeling that we all experience in our day-to-day life. In one or the other way, everyone will get a minute anger at least. So here it is a normal feeling that we all experience. Anger is one of humanity's most basic emotion. You are going to feel how you feel, and how you act is up to you. How you are going to feel, that is how you got angry, and how you took it inside, and how you are going to act is different. It differs in each person. So even soft and kind people gets angry sometimes in some situations. We may think that some person is so polite, she is so kind, but still in one or the other situation, even that person may get anger, because it is a basic emotion. Next slide, sir. Here, anger versus aggression. That is, anger is a feeling and aggression is a action. Know the difference between anger and aggression. Aggression causes damage with words, fists, or weapons, but it is virtually always designed to punish. Where anger is just a feeling, we will not act more there. When we are angry, some people, they will go silent, or they will not react, they will just keep it inside. But when it comes to aggression, we will act. We think that I have to punish him, I want to beat him, what he has spoken is wrong, he will regret. In that way, we try to punish the people, which cause damage. Even will be harsh with our words sometimes. And aggression is one negative way in which individuals express anger. That is, when we are too harsh, what happens, they will get some bad impression, and they starts giving some negative comments about us to other people. And aggression is intent to threaten or injure the victim's security or self-esteem. What happens, it lowers our self-esteem. When, and it will, like what we say, you have done this to me, right, I will do, like it will be like a targeting in our field, to be frank. And it is, aggression is an action, and it is a punishable action, and it is one negative way how individuals express anger. And aggression is a behavior characterized by two actions, that is, one is verbal action and another one is physical action. In physical action, it will be like breaking things, hammering things, or throwing something down, like that. And in verbal action, it may give some threats or demands, like you have done this one for me, right, for sure I will give it back in some other way. How to say, when we say some complaint or something, they will, the other person on whom you have raised a complaint, they will find one complaint on us purposely. It will not a true thing also. It may be a lie also sometimes. That is verbal type here. Next one. Here. What are something of the things which makes you angry? Which makes you angry? What are something of the things which makes you angry? For me, which makes me angry is, I'll say that when they talk something about my class, as a class teacher, I'll get angry. When they say something, your class is always talking, they are not keeping quiet, they are not, if they say something like that, definitely I'll get angry. So in that way, how you will get angry? In some
When
things.
people lie. When people lie.
Yeah, when people lie. Okay. Any other answers? Any other responses?
When work is not done.
Okay, when the work is not done. Okay.
When someone make you wait for long time.
Yes, definitely. When someone make us to wait for a long time. Any other? When people blame us. Yes, definitely we'll get angry when people blame us. Okay. Next slide, sir. Here, triggers. What bugs you? Different things can make different people angry, but everyone feels angry sometimes. For example, even a small child gets angry. For example, you think one child is not talking, but by mistake, when you're writing something on the board, you thought that that particular child is talking. And when you start questioning that child, what happens? Even that child will express or give us answer back in a angry way only. Who said, ma'am, I didn't talk? So different things can make different people angry, but everyone feels angry sometimes. Even a small child gets angry for their emotions and feelings. As I said, when the mistake is not done by a student and when the teacher is questioning, what happens? The child reacts to us. It will be also in an angry way only. Next slide, sir. Okay, here, anger producing situations. First one, specific person or event, insult, stress and worries, disappointment, annoyance, fears, resentment, frustration, rejection, hurt, embarrassment, having possessions taken or broken, jealousy, being teased or talked about, low self-esteem, grief, home life. So here, these are the few situations where we people get angry. I get angry when someone insults me. When someone is insulting us, definitely we'll worry about that, why they are keep doing like that, and it will be a stress for us. And when someone gets jealous on me, like a few people, they will say, how come you are managing everything? It is like a jealous. When it comes, we will get angry definitely there. We know how we are working hard, how we are managing everything, but simply they will say like, somehow we are coming up in that way. And low self-esteem, when someone is talking low about us. So in these things, which thing make you to be angry? Anyone, can you come forward? I told 4 things that insult, when someone insults me, when someone gives stress or worry to me, when someone gets jealous on me, and when they talk low about me. So how you get angry? Which is the angry producing situation for you people here? Anyone can come forward?
Grief.
When our work is genuine and not recognized. Yes, definitely, ma'am.
When somebody talks ill about you.
When somebody talks ill about you, that is because when they get jealous, they will do that, definitely. Yes. Anyone else?
When you can't fight back.
When we can't fight back. Specific event, when the in charge or something is given to that, some people will blame or some people will target us. That time we will get angry. Yes, you are right.
People are not cooperative.
When
people don't cooperate.
When the teachers don't cooperate. Okay.
after doing lot of hard work, if you are not acknowledged by someone.
Yes, correct. Now some of the students start to tease their teacher, that makes us more angry. Yes. Okay. Thank you for your answer, teachers. Sir, next slide. Sir.
When a cause is termed as an excuse,
When a
that
cause
creates
is termed as
frustration
an
and
excuse.
anger.
Okay. Yes, you're right. So we saw the anger producing situations here. Now let us see how to deal with anger. If you know your anger trigger, then you can either try to avoid them. How we are going to avoid the situation? First, we are going to relax our body. Take a cold shower otherwise. How I will avoid my anger situation is I'll just move off from that place. I will not talk to that person. I will turn completely silent for next 2 days with that particular person or the situation which makes me angry. That is how I will avoid. And the next one is learn how to deal with them. How we are going to deal with that situation. If we can't avoid, or I can't go silent in some situations, there how I am going to deal with that situation. That is, change the way you think. Instead of thinking from our end, let us think from another side also. And recognize and avoid your triggers. Instead of triggering ourselves, we'll stop that and we'll just find what made us to be get anger there. Next, change your place. Yes. Learn how to put your feelings into words, explore and name the emotions like hurt, confused, shame, etc. That is where we are going to start saying that I am feeling angry when you speak like this. I'm feeling sad when you are keep saying like this. Or as I said, when people say you are growing, how you are managing, we don't know. One time we can keep quiet. Twice also we'll keep quiet. When they keep say every time, then and there when they see us, we'll feel somewhat sad, right? So we have to say it to them directly. Don't say like that. I feel sad when you say like that. So now, can anyone tell what is your way of avoiding your anger?
I push out negative people from my life. As long as they are not in my life, I'm a happy person.
Okay. Ignore
I
them
keep
and their
quiet,
comments.
get angry.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
I
Roja,
keep
ma'am.
quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You'll keep quiet. Okay.
And
And
ma'am,
avoid
at that
distractions,
same
ma'am.
time,
Distractions,
when
ma'am.
you are trying to avoid them, you can just
Yeah.
write it down. Write your why you're angry and what is the
Yes,
reason. That
yes.
journal kind of thing, if we do, that will also help us in quietening ourselves,
Yes,
calming
yes, ma'am. You're
ourselves.
exactly right. You're exactly right. Thank you for your answers, teachers. Sir, next slide, sir. Once on the person on whom I am angry. Okay. Now here, there are two issues. One is controlling anger and reacting to anger. Even controlling anger will make us harm. Reacting to anger will make other persons harm when we are sometimes harsh or somewhat different. So poor handled anger can cause many problems. Next slide, sir. First one here, how we are going to control our anger. When your anger is triggered, you are going to react in some way. The way you react is called your anger style. So I'm telling frankly, I am angry. I am named as an angry bird in my school. What is the reason? I don't know. Because I want the things which should be happened in my class to be in a prompt and a perfect way. When we question or when we ask some question about my class, so and so happened, why it has happened, when I ask them, they think that I am angry towards them. So I trigger myself why they give me this name. The way you react is called angry style. Maybe the way I tell to them might have made them to feel that I am angry towards them. So here, first one is acting out. So when we are acting out, we are going to do some regular exercises, yoga, that is to control anger. We are going to do some exercises, yoga or mindfulness, and making time in relaxing ourselves. In acting out point, what I will do is I'll start cooking some sweet. Cooking makes me to come out of frustration or anger. That too, while cooking, I'll play some music. Music is my best friend, to be frank. So whenever I'm doing some work alone, there some music will be running behind.
Hope you
And
don't put
dumping.
more salt and chili powder into your foods, huh?
No, sir. I will not. That's why I pointed I'll start cooking sweets.
Okay.
Okay, here, dumping. Try telling yourself what I am feeling is natural, but it doesn't serve me. That is, anger is a natural feeling, but it is not going to help us to serve as a good people to others. So we are going to question ourselves why it made us to be like this. And we are not going to question others. We are going to question ourselves. And burying. Here, burying is instead we are going to bury our feelings or shying that which exploits us the internalized anger in the future. Sometimes what happens, we'll be angry on someone, but for sake of their friendship or something, we will just control it. We will not tell it to them. One step we'll keep quiet, second time we'll keep quiet. When it continues, what happens? All together from 1 to 4, we'll keep it in our mind and we will burst out or shout at a time. So instead of burying, we'll just solve it then and there. Next slide, sir. When I am angry, I chant myself, be cool, be cool. Yes, very good thing to be followed, ma'am.
Ma'am, two things I just want to put. When
Yes.
angry, I have noticed, like you get angry, so you go and wash vessels and you go and wash clothes, and you forget about the anger.
Exactly.
It cools,
Okay.
it calms, really.
Yes.
As we are dealing with water there, that water makes us cool. Okay.
Maybe, and the thoughts also change.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Meditation. Yes, even meditation we can do. Here, uncontrolled anger, that is out of control, can trigger
No, I have
a
one
lot.
point to add here. Why all of you are choosing to either cook or go and wash utensils or wash clothes and all? Why not a punching bag?
We are
Okay,
women.
sir, next
Why
time we'll
not
do
a
that.
punch? No, now this is discrimination, isn't it? So
No,
women are
we'll do
not
it
supposed to
next time.
practice on a punching bag. These days we have she teams. These days we have, women who are into, like wrestling, all such sort of things. Practice
Yes,
on a
yes,
punching
sir,
bag.
you're right.
Already you are
Punch a
working since
pillow.
morning in the kitchen, also in the backyard of the house. Again, when you are getting frustrated, also the same thing. No, change your activity. This is my sincere
Sir, I
suggestion.
pointed cooking as sweet. No, that is making different types of sweet is one of my
Yes,
hobby.
but still you are cooking, right? Which you do as a regular activity. No, maybe it is
Two
your
months.
way of getting rid of anger, but I am just suggesting that you people can practice on a punching
Regularly,
bag.
I will not cook, sir, to be frank.
Yeah,
Sometimes
we
even
can
my
punch a
spouse cooks
pillow.
for me.
So while washing clothes, thrashing up clothes on the floor can do the same effect.
Okay.
Great.
Instead of showing the anger to the person, we are showing it towards vessels and clothes, sir. Yes. Okay. Uncontrolled anger, out of control, can trigger a large number of antisocial behaviors. Like we will shout at people and we will scream. What happens here? We may fight here. And next is can trigger negative consequences. When our anger is not controlled and that is antisocial behaviors, as we said, we will fight, we will shout, or we'll make some noise. When that thing happens, sometimes it makes us to feel something bad about us. Why I behaved in such a way? Am I so bad? In that way, after fighting, after our this thing is over, we'll just think why we behaved in that way, and it can hurt physical health also. Sometimes when we are we are out of control in the anger, sometimes it will hurt our physical health also. We may get stress, our body gets hot, like that. And you can't always control the situation you're in or how it makes you feel, but you can control how you can express your anger. See, we can't control the situation where we are angry, or we can't control our feelings, but we can control the anger, how we are going to express it. The place where we are going to scream or shout, let us control ourselves. Let us talk what is the situation. Let us explain about our side also. Let us discuss about the other person's side also. Let us handle the situation in a calm way. Next slide, sir. Here, anger is a problem when it harms you, when it leads to aggression, when it harms people around you, when it disrupts school or relationship, when it is too frequent, intense and lasts long, when it harms, affect your overall quality of life, when chronic explosive anger spirals out of control. So, how anger is going to harm us? Can anyone tell me? Anger is a problem when it harms us. How it is
Blood
going to
pressure. Increase our pressure.
It increases our pressure. Okay.
And makes
It
us do
Affect the
wrong
relationship.
that moment.
Long-term anger.
okay.
It loses our control, ma'am.
It loses our control. I cry actually when I get angry, ma'am. Peace of mind
It
goes.
makes us, yeah, it makes us do something wrong. You know,
It makes
anger.
us do something wrong. Otherwise, in anger, we may shout. When we are shouting,
Yeah,
it may
whatever.
harm us
Take a
also.
wrong step.
Yeah. Yes. Now,
When
second
we are
thing.
angry for a long time, when we are angry for a long time and that resentment stays within us, it leads to mental health issues also.
Yes, ma'am, you are right. Okay, now, next, when it leads to aggression, that is when it leads to action, what we will do? Okay, she has done this for me. Let me take revenge and let me do the same thing. Let me target her. In that way, it happens. Am I right? It leads to aggression.
Yeah.
Sometimes even with our friends, we'll be good friends. In some cases, we might have fought or something made us angry on her, or she might have got angry on us. That time, what we will do? We'll take some revenge. Next, when it harms people around you, what happens when we shout or when we react immediately? Our reaction, because we might be very close to the opposite person, and suddenly when we get angry or when we react, it may hurt them also, that is hurt others also. When it disrupts school or relationship, how our anger is going to disrupt a school or relationship?
We can't do our work in the school properly, or whatever
Okay.
school work. We can't,
No
can't do.
concentration, ma'am.
No
Lose our
concentration.
concentration. Yeah.
Okay.
If we always keep screaming at our children because we are angry, we have to remember that they're tender minds, they're small children.
Okay,
That
when we
affects
are angry,
that affects their personality. If we always screaming and shouting at the children in our class because we are angry, it affects their personality negatively. They do not blossom into the healthy individuals that they're supposed to blossom into.
Ma'am, with anger, we
Yes.
can never build up a good rapport with the children.
Yes, you're right, ma'am. That is when we get angry, when we shout, teacher thinks that, students thinks that this teacher is always somewhat shouting, screaming. They get
They will
scared on
never
us.
share.
They
They will
will
never
not
share
come up with
anything.
us. If a small thing also, they will not come and talk to us, or they will not share with us. It makes disrupt in the school in that way. When it is too frequent, intense and lasts long, sometimes what happens, we may be angry with the one so and so teacher in the school, one who said some lie about us or targeted us simply for growing up or something. What happens, we'll be angry with her. When it lasts long, what happens, there our good friendship is going to be spoiled. Once we are see, 2 days, 3 days, we cannot talk. That is fine. But when it is going for 2 months or 3 months, what happens? There, our good friendship is going to be spoiled. And when it harms, affects your overall quality of life. Why it affects our overall quality of life? As
Because
yes, ma'am.
Because it affects overall quality of life, because you will miss good opportunities in life. When people see that you get angered easily, they will not choose you for big job projects. They will not choose you for any sort of public relations. Because they
Yes,
know
ma'am.
that you will get soon. So you
Angry,
lose
yeah.
on opportunities. You lose on job opportunities.
Yes, you're right, ma'am. Correct. Next, when chronic explosive anger spirals out of control, why it will explosive anger spiral out of control?
We shout at anybody at that time, explosive anger means
Yeah, we'll
and
shout.
take
See,
wrong
we'll be angry
action.
on other class, but we will come and show it into the another class. So that time, what happens? The mistake or the naughty thing is done by one class, but we show that angry towards another class. Even what happens there? Even that class children think that this ma'am is not friendly. She is too strict. They will not come closer towards us. They will not share their feelings to us. Uncontrolled anger can trigger a large number of antisocial behaviors and negative consequences. That is, when we shout, scream, or make some noise, or when we fight in front of children, what happens? That may create some negative consequences over children. That this ma'am is shouting, she is making noise. Few children, when we scold or shout at other children also, that child may be sensitive. That particular child will start crying. I have so many students like that in my class. So we have to control our anger, and we have to try to avoid shouting. Yes, Sarita ma'am. Next slide, sir.
It will also cause mental illness to children, and
Yes, ma'am.
so they become dropouts and they don't want to come to school, and all such things will start. And then, of course, we will also get a nice letter from school
Parents
saying,
too.
yes, you may
Yeah.
go
Yes,
leave. Yeah.
you're right. Yeah. Consequences of acting out. That is, it can lead to legal troubles. Nowadays, we are not supposed to be harsh, or we are not supposed to scold children. If we do so, they will come with a big complaint to principal ma'am, so on. So there we will face some legal troubles. And it can lead problems at school, home, or community. As I said, the previous point, if we scold something, if we are little harsh also, immediately one phone call or one letter will come to principal ma'am, like so on, so teacher is so strict towards my child, so please ask her not to be too strict. In that way it will start. Relationships problems. How relationship problems will arise here?
People will be frightened to be in a relationship with you because they don't know, they feel that you will not be able to understand their point of view. You may get angry with them without understanding their point of view. So the people try to stay away from such people who are aggressive and angry.
Yes, you are right. That is relationship problems.
Excuse
Here
me,
comes is
Ashwini ma'am. Sorry for the interruption. We have only 1 minute left for the, session. So kindly rejoin the session with the same link, because there is a lot more knowledge that we are supposed to gain from today's session, and there will be certain announcements as well. Yeah, continue, ma'am.
yes, here relationships problem in the sense teacher-student relationship problems. So when we act out in an angry way, as I told, the negative consequences like screaming, shouting, or fighting with other teachers also may cause some mental disturbance to the child, that the teacher is like that. So they will start staying away from us. They will not come close to, even we are going to that class, we are going to be in that class for 40 minutes also. If they have some particular problem in that 40 minutes, they will